Okay, I'm going to present here ClearPolicy, making insurance is clear. So before we get started, my background is in tech, but I work in the insurance industry. So this comes to me like in the right manner. So we're going to take a look at the problem, right? What's the problem with insurance nowadays? Lots of words, lots of jargon. And it's very confusing. In fact, it's so confusing that sometimes it even affects the industry and can cause lawsuits, right? But the solution are certificates, right? So that's one page with the whole summary. So that's pretty helpful, or not. Still hard to read. And the problem is there's a lot of guides in the internet that actually teach you how to read one of these. So that makes it not really easy to read. So let me introduce you to Jake. Jake has contract phobia. So this is how he feels when he reads an insurance contract. But don't worry, Jake, we got you a certificate. Looks like he took it personally now. But there's a solution. In fact, Lemonade implemented the world's first open source insurance policy. And we can leverage that to make your policy look something like this. So this is what the solution is. So we take a policy certificate, we parse it through llama parse, outputting the markdown. Then we use a fine-tuned model, llama 3.8b instruct, fine-tuned to simplify, and it spits out a ClearPolicy certificate. All this backed by Streamlit UI and Hugging Face inference endpoint. So how do we fine-tune the LLM? So it was really hard to find policies. So I only found about 14 of them. And so what I had to do is I had to use GPT-4 to kind of leverage synthetic data. So I used GPT-4 first to generate similar policy certificates. Then I got all those certificates and I fed it once more in GPT-4 so it can generate the simplified policy certificate. Then those two were inputs and outputs to the fine-tuned model. Okay, time for demo. All right. So I'm going to pick a policy here. So this first one is pet liability insurance. So this is how it looks like. This is how you see it. This is how it's being parsed. And then what you'll see on the side is a summarized version of this policy. Only what matters. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Maybe this guy. All right, so we have a liability insurance. Lots of stuff in there, tables. And in a second, we'll have the nice and clean policy. Only the information that matters, including your policy number. So all this is in the Hugging Face inference. So you can see here all the let me refresh here, where you can see all the requests that are being made, the latency, all of the analytics without having to do extra work in here. I can show you a little bit of the code, but basically it pretty much is what the demo is. The output is something that looks like that policy you saw by Lemonade. And obviously you can tweak the format to be whatever you think it might appeal to the audience. So let me get back to the presentation. Okay, so LLMs are more than just chat. LLMs can transform, and transforming data is one of the nicest applications of LLMs. So removing that clutter helps to understand what's going on, making the policy clear. Seems like it's the way to go. A standard open source model is there for us. Now, what are the next steps? I'd like to consider the full policy and not just a certificate. But because I had not that much data, that was kind of hard. But I work in an insurance company, so I can use my data. Include a domain adapted LLM that translates specific jargon. That was on the way. It came up really short. And chatting with the policy. So that's it.